Welcome to the Female VC Lab podcast. I have Genia here. Genia, in one line, give me your name, your title, and the name of your fund.
My name is Genia Xasis. I'm a tech entrepreneur, angel investor, and I don't have a fund yet, but it will be very soon, I think in a year and a half. So right now I'm investing as an angel. I invested in two companies during 2020 and in two venture capital funds. And I'm looking to raise my own venture capital fund and invest in female-led companies that are doing impact and definitely backed by AI technology.
Wonderful. What inspired you to become an angel investor?
So previously when I was working and building my tech recruitment company for 7 years, I was mainly working with HRDs, CTOs, of different companies, different tech startups, AI-based startups. But right now, when I'm working in VC, I'm mainly working with CEOs and founders and venture capitalists. And honestly, I'm thinking that usually CEOs have this sparkle in their eyes. They're usually so attracted to what they're doing. They're dreaming about something big. And also, I would say probably the same about venture capitalists, because I usually call them an R&D team of the world, because they're building this world based on their vision. So I think that these kind of people, founders and VCs, are the most interesting type of people in the world. I know that some people are attracted to artists or, I don't know, dancers, whatever, but I'm super attracted to founders and VCs. That's why I really want to stay as much as possible, as long as possible in this world. And that's why I started to invest in VC and also learn how this industry works.
Wonderful. You don't have a traditional thesis, but how do you go about vetting your companies, and what's the motivation behind kind of the themes that you select in your investing criteria?
I would actually say that I have a traditional investment focus, because two companies which I invested in, they are female-led companies. They are doing impact, and that they are developing product based on AI technology. And I'm looking forward to investing more companies like this in different countries of the world. And then later, my own investment fund would have the same thesis. So right now I'm trying to, learn more and see how the VC actually works, how I can make 10x on my own money, and then show it to my potential LPs saying, hey, right now I know how to make money in this niche, and you need to give me millions to manage your money so that I can bring you 10x.
There you go. Tell me what you're currently learning or listening to or reading these days.
I really like to learn on different conferences. That's number one thing. And today I'm in Dubai. There is a STEP conference today, and yesterday was the first day. My next will be the next week, Web Summit. There is a huge conference, Web Summit, probably you've heard of it, in Lisbon, in Portugal. But this year they are making the same event, but in Qatar. And that will be my first trip in Qatar. And next we have the biggest conference in the Middle East, which is LEAP. It is located in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
I've heard of that.
Yes. So this is probably the most favorable way of learning, because you can ask questions, right? Like when you have the question, right? Or after the panel, when you hear the speaker. And also another way of learning is YouTube, because I really need to see the picture. And we were talking about right now that I kicked off my YouTube channel today.
Yes.
So yeah, that's probably my two ways of learning and getting the information.
That's wonderful. Bonus question. Everyone gets it. In 2 years, when we're talking, how do you see venture capital or investing having changed or evolved?
It's a very interesting question. Today, I was analyzing all deals of venture capital funds, which I'm working with here in the region, in MENA region. And I was looking into the strategies, because in UAE, I will give you just little information about how venture capital funds here are working. There is two different kind of funds. So first, sovereign funds that are having money of the biggest families in UAE and in Saudi and Qatar. It's all the same. And other funds are geo-agnostic funds that are having their own strategy. So I was thinking that local funds are investing just in local companies because this is their thesis. And they usually need to support the region. And there is 4 different ways how you can, like how your company can localize here. First, you can have a local LLC, or you can get the biggest part of the revenue here, or you can show that your R&D team is sitting somewhere here in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi, or you have Arabic branding. Today, I learned that they also invest in different other companies, like from France, from China, from United States, obviously, from Nigeria, from Netherlands. That's what I learned. But mostly they invest in fintech and healthcare but geoagnostic funds, they are investing because they are bringing capital of, let's say, from India or from Europe, from different LPs. They invest in local companies that are following so-called Vision 20. And I think that if the governments will be in the same leading position in several years, you asked about 10 years, right?
2 years, couple years. 2 years.
Couple of years, yes. So then definitely I think that most of the venture capital funds will go the same direction which governments are showing. Because also in Saudi Arabia, they also have the Vision 2030 here in UAE. So I'm absolutely sure that here in the region, the next funds will support government vision.
Wow. So how do people contact you?
Usually through LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my favorite method of communication, to be quite honest, because you see everything about person, career, you can see the comment. I'm the person who I was doing tech recruitment for 7 years, right? I think that I can say a lot about even the character of the person based on LinkedIn page. How social this person is, if he or she has sense of humor. So the best way to find me is definitely on LinkedIn. I know that some people really like Twitter. I'm not a Twitter person at all. But LinkedIn is, something that I support.
Thank you so much, Genia from Berkana VC, for being my guest on the Female VC Lab.